What's up, everybody? It's time for my recap of the Lions-Patriots game from yesterday. So, it was bad. It, it really, is there anything else to say about it? They lost 34-9, had 3 drop touchdowns. They had, I think, 4 drives the Patriots had in a row that resulted in points. After starting 3 and out, 2 first drives, I thought there was actually a chance there that we would, be able to assert our dominance on defense, but that was short-lived. And like I said, Lions lose 34-9, fall to 7-4, and because of Green Bay won, they dropped down to second in the NFC North and seventh in NFC seeding, which is a crazy drop, seeing as they were number 2 going in. Yeah, you guys watch the game. If you're watching it, you watch the game, you're upset, just like I am. But you know what? They play again in 3 days, and if they win that one, then we're back on. And Green Bay has a tough game this weekend, so if we can get some help from New England after pounding us yesterday, that would be great. So if you're a Pats fan, you're watching this, that would be awesome if you could go ahead and help us out a little bit after that thrashing you gave us yesterday. But everyone last week after the Arizona game wanted to pin the offense on Stafford. Oh, Stafford this, Stafford that. Are you finally able to see that it's not just him? I'm not the only one that's been saying this. For some reason last week the trendy topic was to blame everything on him. Like any offense could do amazing if one player would only play better. Come on now, people. The O-line was already bad. You can only be 30th in rushing if you have a bad line. You can't have a great line and get less than, I think they were running about 80 yards a game. That is just horrid. They were already bad, and then Riley Reef goes down on the first play. So now you got an undrafted rookie going into left tackle who struggles at right tackle. And now that we have a game in 3 days, hopefully Reef can come back, but if not, then we're going to be starting 2 undrafted rookies. Well, Waddle's a second-year player, but he was undrafted last year. But that line just looked fucking brutal. They had pretty low marks on Pro Football Focus. I think Lucas was the worst on the team. He had the worst game. I think Raiola was second, and then Waddle was up there too. It was just a poor. Stafford was running for his life. When he was getting able to throw it, he was getting pounded in the ground. You don't talk about that. Stafford's inaccurate, Stafford's this, Stafford's that. He's getting fucking destroyed every game. And he's getting up. He's not sitting there blaming anyone else. He's taking the blame for it. Yet no one wants to sit there and be like, hey, what the hell? So just so you know, if you're a Stafford hater and you're watching this, that game yesterday should prove to you that it's not just on him. I actually didn't mind the play calling. As much as I've hated it all year, I think the play calling was much better yesterday. We started the game with a screen. We started, a few short passes. I thought the game plan was a lot better, except for at one point in the second quarter, we were at 8 rushes and 8 passes. We cannot be 100% balanced. And maybe that's why we're trying to be, because when we do throw it, the fucking assholes drop it. I don't know. 3 drop touchdowns, and here we are blaming Stafford for his completion percentage. I did the numbers out. He was 18 of 46. Now, he had 3 incompletions after no completions and 3 incompletions after those drop touchdowns, because one was on 3rd down. One, I think, was on 2nd down, had an incompletion after it. But whatever, there's 3 incompletions. So you take those 3 away, add 3 completions, he would have been 21 of 43, which is still not good completion rate. But that's not even counting all the other drops there were. That's just the 3 touchdown drops. 21 of 43 and 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and it jumps from a 50 rating all the way up to a 89, something like that. So we'd be sitting here not talking about how we can't score a touchdown because we had 3 touchdowns that were, and the one to Fuller went right through his arms. For all the people that say Stafford has no touch, how closer do you want it? He was like this, and the ball goes through his. What else do you want? That was a perfect pass, like 60 yards in the air or 50 yards in the air. So uh, they got to figure something out with that line. I mean, these are the guys they're going to be rolling with, so you got to figure it out. It's not like there's going to be some guy off the street that's going to come in and make it any better. So they need to figure out the O-line, and I think that's the main cause. There's no main, like, one reason why the offense is bad. You can't be this bad and have one problem. But the main problem is that offensive line. Blame Stafford all you want. He gets all the money, whatever. That's a cop-out to just say it's all on him. If you know what you're talking about and you know football, then you know that offensive line is just porous and it's killing us. But luckily, the next 4 games are against teams with horrible defenses. So it'll be a lot better. We just played the best 2 teams in the league, record-wise. Pats only have 2 losses. Now Arizona has 2 losses, and I think Denver only has 2, but you know what I mean. Best team in the AFC, best team in the NFC, both at their place, and both of them are undefeated at home. So, as bad as it looked, yeah, it's not like we went up there and we couldn't do anything. It's not like we were like 3 and out every time. It could have been way worse, trust me. And after giving up 24 in the first half, the defense only surrendered 10 in the second half. So, they figured something out. But it's quick turn drops and injuries are both killing us as well. Calvin and Tate both came out and said it was a focus problem. How do you not have focus on the field? Like, I'm pretty sure the other team has complete focus when they're running through the line and drilling Stafford into the ground, and Stafford having to fucking brush himself off after every play, but you can't help him out. Here he is running for his life every play, and he's getting... I mean, he's not playing great. Don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say here. I'm not saying that Stafford is playing MVP level and everyone else is sucking. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Stafford's struggling, but then when he is doing good, he's getting no help. It's just drop after drop after drop. Everyone had drops yesterday. It was insane. So it was an all-around shit offense. And hopefully they can fix it against some bad defenses. I think they will. I think they'll right the ship here on Thursday against Chicago on Thanksgiving. But it's a quick turnaround, which is awesome. When you lose a game like that, nothing beats it playing in 4 days. It's a good thing we didn't have, this wasn't earlier and we had a bye week this week, because having to deal with that for 2 weeks would have been horrible. But I mean, it's basically Friday night right now, or Thursday night. Because we have tomorrow, Wednesday, and then there's a game Thursday. So they got to hurry up and lick their wounds, get over it, suck it up, watch the film, forget it, fix it, and let's move on to Thursday. So, like I said, not only do the next 4 games have bad defenses, but they're just bad teams in general. We get Chicago twice, who's 5-6. We get Tampa, who's 2-8, and we are 2-9 at this point, and then we get Minnesota, who is 4-7. So if we don't win those 4, do we really deserve to be in the playoffs? I mean, at some point, the offense... I refuse to believe that this offense won't figure it out. You can tell me all you want. You can show me stats. I can look up stats. I can do all that. I can break down film. I refuse to believe that this is all it's going to be. There's just too much talent, too much pride, I believe. We'll get it figured out. I just hope it's not too late. We can really only afford to lose 1 more. If we lose 2 more, who knows? There's no guarantee of getting in at 10-6. So we can't afford to lose more than 1 more. And if that's week 17, then that's week 17. Obviously, we'd love to win in Green Bay, but everyone knows how that is. Yep. So Thursday, 12:30, 75th Thanksgiving game. I got to get to Cutler. Got to stop Forte. Forte's the only guy on that offense that's really been doing anything. So, got to stop Forte. Get some sacks. Hopefully, we can get a sack. We've gone 2 weeks without a sack. So, hopefully, we can get that. Exploit the safeties. Hopefully, get some shots downfield. That'd be awesome. And 2 guys that can catch. Maybe Broyles gets a chance, because obviously he can't do any worse than what these other guys are doing. Jeremy Ross gets a fucking pass right in his chest and drops it. Fuller lets one go through his hands and say he lost the ball in the air. It's almost like this guy isn't getting paid millions of dollars to catch a ball, and he's telling me he lost. It's not like it's a baseball game and the ball got caught in the lights. All right, you can't say that. That excuse doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. You lost track of the ball in the air. That doesn't work for me. You obviously didn't, because you had your hands like this, and the ball went straight through. So you had your hands up at the perfect time, so you knew it was. So yeah, it was just. Why don't you just say you fucked up? Oh, yeah, I don't know. NFC North, like I said, Lions drop down to second place, 7-4, 2-0 in the division. Packers take the number 1. They go 8-3 and 4-1 in the division. Chicago's 5-6, 1-2. Minnesota's 4-7 and 0-4. We'll be favored in the next 4 games. We win out, go to week 17. We'll be 11-4. You know, hopefully, best case, we've already clinched a playoff spot. That would be awesome. And then, because that way, there's pressure, but it's not like. I mean, it's not. They can go out and play because at least they've already clinched a playoff spot. You know, it's not do or die, and then we have to fucking go home and cry over spilled milk over freaking losing in Lambeau for the 22nd year or 23rd year in a row or something like that. So we got to win this week. Got to win the next 4. Go 11-4 into that week 17 game. I think we'll do it, guys. I really think that the Lions offense will figure it out. I think Stafford's going to get some protection. I think the receivers are going to start catching the ball. I know it sounds like a hope and a prayer, and really there's no game film or anything to go back and say, hey, this is why it's going to get better. But I just, like I said, I refuse to believe it's going to stay like this. It'll get better. We'll be much happier on Friday. But that's it for me tonight about the recap. I posted a rapid reaction yesterday. I try to do these the night of the games. So if you're interested in that, just check out my my blog. It'll be in there. And then my Silver Linings article for this week. I do a Silver Linings article because it's kind of cathartic for me. You know, when the Lions are doing bad and everything, to kind of write that, to put into words about how there's always something good to come out of negativity. And sick of seeing all, like I said last week, the negativity is just going crazy. So that's my way of release. So if you're into that like me, and you want to see something kind of Silver Linings and why, you know, what there is to look forward to, just check that out. Let me know what you think, and I'll hit you guys back up on Wednesday night. So I'll have a preview of the Chicago game on Thursday, Thanksgiving, and hopefully we get the win, and we'll see. I'll try to break down a little bit of film, try to see if I can find some stats that might help us out. But until then, keep your heads up. We're still in it. Season's not over. So go Lions, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.